Black by popular demand. Wait, I meant to say back. Or did I? Hey y'all, it's your girl Tiye. I have been away for a while. I know, I'm sorry, I apologize. Listen, I have 2 small kids and I just became a professional children's book author, so my side hustle had me a little bit distracted. Nonetheless, I couldn't stay away any longer, so I am back. But you know what? Enough about me and where I have been. Let's talk about you and how you may be thinking about getting back with your ex. Now listen, everything I say here is just opinion, so you can take it with a grain of salt for as far as I'm concerned. That being said, I'm not the biggest fan of going backwards. I haven't seen it done well very often. Most of the time it just ends up in an on again, off again relationship, and who got time for that? I don't. So in this video, I'm sharing 3 things that you might want to consider before you even pick up the phone to contact your ex, and 1 sure green light to give your ex another chance. Let's talk about it. Okay, the first thing we need to consider are the circumstances that have now arisen around the new possibility of you getting back with your ex. In other words, why y'all trying to get back together now? More importantly, why do you want to get back together now? Now, the most common circumstance, you or him have a new boo thing, and somebody then caught feelings, and they're of the green nature. Jealous. That's what I mean by green. Jealous. You done got a new friend. Now all of a sudden somebody has a change of heart. You're getting all these text messages.
I'm saying though, baby, I'm just, babe, I've been thinking, man, and I just feel like, I just miss you. I miss you so much. I messed up. We need to get back together.
Now let me tell you what, before you even think about responding, consider this. Have you ever caught yourself watching an infomercial late at night or early in the morning, whatever, and then they say, you only got 12 more minutes to order, and you start thinking, snap, I need that. I could do so many things with that. 2 free bonuses? Stop. You don't need no rotisserie. You ain't finna rotisserie nothing. That's what's happening here. It's that impulse. You gotta stop. You gotta think about whether or not this is actually good for you in real life, not just in the moment. Are you willing to drop a potentially good relationship to talk back to somebody you don't even know is really for you? They could just be jealous, honey. Now, whether or not you just started dating this new person, please stop and ask yourself, is it worth dropping that individual to talk to the knucklehead you left behind? Because in most cases, it's not. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that it could be you doing these things. You see him with a pretty new thing, and now you got feelings and want to get back together. Listen, Molly Messy, move on. He has. You might be saying to yourself, he ain't moved on. He just trying to make me jealous. He don't even like her. Even if that is true, you don't need that messiness. Who got time for games? You don't. The next thing you may want to consider is whether or not you are idealizing the person and or the relationship. Listen, we are all guilty of this in some way, form, fashion at some point in our lives. I was hung up on somebody for 8 years, thinking we were gonna get back together, all based off of a trailer that I was playing in my head. I'm talking about a blockbuster summer hit. I collected all the romantic moments, the loving gestures. I collected all of that, and I played them over and over and over and over again in my head. The truth of the matter was, I didn't think about why we broke up. I didn't think about the fights we got in. I didn't think about anything other than the good parts. Consider the person and the relationship in its totality, not just the good parts. You got to think about it all. If after considering everything, it doesn't line up with what you want, you may have to ask yourself, is it worth going back? Don't base something off of a dream and end up with a nightmare. The last thing you may want to consider is what's changed. If you haven't changed and he hasn't changed, then honey, nothing has changed. I don't have to quote the definition of insanity. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Insanity. Okay, I guess I do have to quote insanity. Listen, all I'm saying is if nothing has tangibly changed, then you can't expect anything to be different. And if he insists on the fact that he has changed, expect for him to give you some concrete examples of how that's happened. And we're not talking about, baby, I mean, I've been doing a lot of thinking. If this was the guy that talked to you like you were the scum at the bottom of his shoe, and now he says he's changed, but he ain't talked to no counselor, no pastor, he ain't even got no mentor. All I'm saying is if nothing's changed, nothing's changed. Finally, the thumbs up green light for getting back with your ex. If you and your significant other had a very solid relationship, and then tragedy or hardship struck, pushing you guys away from one another, then I say it's worth giving it a try, especially if both of them want that. Well, that's what I have for you today. I hope it served you. If you like this video, then please like it and subscribe. And if you know somebody that this video can help, go ahead and send it to them. You know what? You can have the love that you want. You just gotta do something different to get something different. And if you're willing to do the work, I'm willing to help you get there. Until next time, see you later.